What is up, guys, and welcome to the Meeple Minded Podcast, the podcast where we talk all things tabletop gaming. My name is Jason.
I'm James.
And I'm Matt.
Welcome to 2026, guys. Happy
New
New
Year!
Year! How are you both?
Yeah.
Well, we're not dead yet.
Well, yeah, let's not speak too soon now.
Yeah. only 13 days in, so.
Yep. Well, will we see? I mean, the topic of this episode: will we see 2027?
I hope so.
Not likely.
Yeah, the world is going through some fun and games at the minute.
I want to
isn't
make it to the 20th anniversary of Expo this year at least.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Yeah.
If I can get one more wrestling in as well, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Nobody ends the world before Expo.
Yes. Don't you dare.
It's been about a month since we last sat down and had a chinwag.
Mm-hmm.
How have you both been?
Christmas, gaming, New Year's, gaming.
Nice.
Gaming.
Nice.
Tis the season for gaming.
Did you get some good gaming in over Christmas?
We did,
Yeah.
and we did.
We did
As well.
Yeah,
We
we
did.
did. Yeah. We actually had a whole game day,
We did.
which I think is the first time we've actually ever managed to do that
We did.
together.
Was it good?
A whole game day and the game evening at Dave.
I was going to
We
say.
did, yeah, within a couple of days of each other, which was
We've
fantastic.
finally got to see that Geekins on table, seeing all its
Ooh,
glory.
We did. It was enjoyable, and me and you ain't got to play a game that we have wanted to play for a very
long time. Yes, most definitely.
So yeah, but I mean, we're going to talk about 2025, our sort of review of the year.
Yeah.
Shall we say? A fair few things we're going to talk about today. But before we do that, we'll do this old school. Let's talk about some games we have played over Christmas, and then we'll go straight into that afterwards.
So we got to play The Great Wall by Awakened Realms.
We did.
Which was a game I was so close to kickstarting, and then I just thought to myself, it's probably going to be like another Nemesis. I'll play it once, and it'll never come to the table again.
Yep.
But I can see why. I really enjoyed the game. Personally, I wouldn't like to own it, but I would like to play it again, maybe with different factions and stuff like that as well. Obviously, Dave's got all the add-ons and stuff as well.
Yeah.
But I eventually enjoyed it. I was like, there's a bit too much to take in at one point, but as soon as you got to the worker placement side of it and knew what you were doing and what it achieved to make the wall bigger or to defend yourself against other armies and stuff, very thematic. And on that table, it was a great presence to have. Very table hogging, wasn't it, really, of a game? So
it was really, really good. Like I said, it's a game I've wanted to play for a while, and I knew you did as well.
It's
definitely.
actually one that I've heard about floating around. So I know.
Oh, it's too early in the year, James. Too early in the year.
Oh, well, it's by Awakened Realms, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Well, there you go.
It's one of those ones that's actually been on like the periphery that I've sort of seen and gone, that looks interesting, but like you were saying, never sort of thought about pulling the trigger on it because I would say probably theme-wise was the thing that was biggest. Sort of like it seems interesting, but at the same time, maybe
you have to be in the right group that would like the
having played it. I did like it definitely quite in depth. Up there on the weight scale, but thoroughly enjoyed it once we got into it.
Yeah, definitely an Awakened Realms rulebook.
Yes,
for sure. Take with that as you will, but if you're leaning more towards the negative, you'd be right. Production was wonderful though.
Yeah,
production was absolutely stellar, as with most Awakened Realms games. The gameplay was fun. It seemed quite long, and I will say, for the theme wise, it felt a lot like Grey Fox Games After the Empire, I think it's called.
Yeah, you mentioned that during the gameplay, actually.
Similar premise where you're building the castles up and defending it, and you've got wave after wave after wave.
I was going to say, the wave attack mechanism actually reminded me of Champions of Midgard, where you keep going out.
Yes,
and having to speak. Because, again, in the vein of Awakened Realms, it's semi-co-op. I mean, we played a fully co-op version.
Yes, we did, yeah.
But it has a semi-co-op mode as well, where you can sort of...
Which I find very interesting because we struggled just with cooperative.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that semi-co-op?
It's just the full competitive mode.
Yeah,
as well,
that's it. Yeah. So, wow.
I mean, there's certain things that I wasn't a big fan of with the game, like in the game that we played. And I will say I've only played this once, so it is a first impressions. But there was a point in the game where something happened. I think a certain card come out,
it's
and then
Emperor Emperor's Orders.
An Emperor's Orders thing happened, and it completely annihilated my entire game.
Yeah, you'd built up your archers, didn't you, to be like really powerful to go against the hordes and stuff. And then he was like, when they attack, all your armies attack or die off or something.
Exactly,
and that's your archers
the only
gone.
way for us to carry on the game was basically sacrifice my entire army of archers. At which point I was like, I have literally nothing left to do, and it was like.
Yes.
1 and a bit, 1, 2, 3 turns from the end.
Yeah, and it's
so
a shame because I
over.
really saw you enjoying it, like getting into it.
It killed it.
Yeah.
And then as soon, I just saw your like enthusiasm drop as soon as they'd have gone.
Which is a shame. Not so good gameplay mechanic. Very thematic though. You were basically told to go and die for the Emperor with honor.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You see that horde advancing on the wall? Be a good chap.
Yeah.
Go deal with it.
But ultimately, while we were playing fully cooperative in that game, you know, there was a point. It was like I was gaining more than enough points in order to self-sustain myself and you know negate any kind of what was the negative impact you got in the game.
Shame.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shame.
You know, I was able to gain enough points by killing enough people to just constantly get rid of the shame.
See, that was. I think it's come from us playing like the sort of friendly competitive nature we had. I'd say that was my criticism of the co-op mode. Effectively, was that aside from getting rid of shame, points didn't actually do anything.
No.
Your end objective was to survive.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's basically it. There isn't so much a winner in the fully co-op. It's just survive.
Yeah.
Don't get
and
overrun.
do those orders as well.
Yeah.
And we did win, from what I remember.
Just about.
I'll claim the moral victory in the fact of you wouldn't have done that as as the team. We wouldn't have done that if I hadn't have sacrificed my entire.
In honesty, I don't that as well as Dave's like tactics of like, all right, then we could do this, James can do that, and whatnot. Because it was just a case of we had to kill him with blood left on certain orders and all that sort of stuff, and it just got to a point where okay, this is an Awakened Realms game. This is going to be really hard to tackle now.
Yeah,
and
I mean it had that advantage that Dave's obviously played it before.
Exactly.
All of us would we would not have won because that, I think, had it been, say, the three of us, because it was just like none of us have a clue what we're doing.
Yeah. So we played it 5 players with Dave and his partner and the 3 of us. Yeah. It was very enjoyable, quite long.
We did have a break halfway through.
But we did
had a break. It was the 3 of us. It was our first time playing it, and so we had to. It was us that was slowing the game down, let's be honest, because we kept having to clarify rules and dive into the awful Awakened Realms rulebook.
Well, the guy's powers that you had, like you could use gold for any material.
I could use gold as anything.
He had OP archers. I didn't really have much, so you guys went crazy with yours.
Right, because you had two sort of characters. And you had a big
you had stupid one,
and you had your little one, and I had. Just by luck of how Dave dealt the cards out, I think I had 2 that synergized really well.
Yeah, you picked them well.
That being able to use gold as any resource was just horrifically powerful.
All in all, a great game, though.
James, what have you been playing?
Well, shall I stick with the Awakened Realms theme? Because at our game night, we got your copy of
Nemesis.
Yes,
Retaliation.
Yep.
Finally, I'm so glad we played in 2025. I'm telling you.
I had a feeling James was going to mention it.
Yeah, I had to. Come on.
Which is half the reason I let him go first. Because if not, I was going to mention it.
Yeah.
But James, what did you? You're the Nemesis fan, right?
I am the Nemesis fan.
What did you think of the new one?
I thought it struck a decent balance between the original and
the second one.
Lockdown.
It was different enough from the first one, but it felt like Nemesis.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I thought it was the best of the trilogy, in honesty. We've had our differences with Awakened Realms, like you said, about the rule books and stuff like that. They've done a thing in this where you've got like a little, it's like a piece of cardboard that tells you to do what you do if you pull stuff out of bags and stuff, which is by far the best thing they've ever done.
Yeah.
Because now I don't have to keep going through the book and be like, what happens if I pull this token and stuff like that?
Yeah.
It's all there ready for you.
Yeah.
But like James said, I think it was a perfect balance of the 2 blended. They came up with this idea and it just worked for me. I honestly was beeping bricks here because I thought it was going to have the same sort of outcome as the last two. And I love the first one, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But good God, this was great. Yeah. I loved it.
Yeah. I'm going to come in with you on this one and say this is my favourite one out of the trilogy. There's certain things I really liked about this. First and foremost is the usability and playability of this game.
Yeah.
Because one of my biggest gripes from, especially the original, was their reliance on symbology.
Yes.
Yeah, with the tokens coming out of the bag, it's like it's just a symbol. It's like, well, I can't actually remember what that symbol means. Whereas this one, you had the symbol and adult or lava
and the thing behind
stuff
it
like
of
that.
how many spawn out and stuff as well.
Exactly. It makes the gameplay so much easier.
Yeah. I felt the attacking was easier as well. I love the exploration in this as well now, how it's all based on what card you pull out and it tells you what tile you've got to pull out. It's not a case of I'm in zone A, I have to pull a zone A tile. No.
Yeah.
You do what this card tells you to do and where it tells you to go. So
I liked the variation on the light mechanic that you got from Lockdown as well, because obviously the light mechanic is gone.
Thank God.
But they sort of re-implemented it, didn't they? As the
oxygen, isn't it?
It's like the oxygen and things like that. You've got to turn the oxygen on and off, and it works so much better. So much better.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I liked the modular aspect of the board.
Yeah.
And the fact that the corridors aren't just blank spaces now; they actually have a function.
Yes.
Yeah.
I liked the setup of the player boards. Just the thematic thing of your ammunition isn't a little cube. You actually have to put clips.
Yes, I was about to say that. They're so good. The oxygen, the first aid, the ammo clips, the grenades now.
Do you know what the thing? Like, you've got that. I would be a day one purchaser if they did a small upgrade pack for the first one.
Yeah,
but
there is the stretch goals. You can have the guys from the first play.
Yeah,
in this one.
But
you're talking about doing the first. Oh yeah, I got
the player boards. The fact that you could exchanging the little cubes, that the weapons in the first one have clips. Just the little quality of life things that they've introduced in this one that could quite easily be backported into the first one. Just a small upgrade pack. I'd be a day one purchaser if they did that.
Yeah,
nice.
As I say, I'm so glad we got to play it.
100%, I'd say it's the best one of the trilogy. Sorry, James, it means we're pretty much never going to play your copy ever again.
I'm literally about to say, and I want first refusal if that ever goes on the sale pile.
Mate. Yeah.
There you go. Well, we can force him to buy.
Then he'll have to get locked down as well. Then, if that's the case, he has to have the trilogy.
That's true.
You have to be a completionist. James has 3 games. Free game James. Or trilogy James.
That actually, damn it.
This is it. We'll set him up on Instagram now. Trilogy James.
Hashtag Trilogy James.
Only plays games if they come in a trilogy.
Go tweet that everyone. Hashtag Trilogy James.
Have you put me into my niche now?
Oh yeah, 100%.
I can only purchase games if they come in 3s.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think that's fair. So I'll talk about a game that we revisited very recently, James, because I've wanted to play it again for a while. But we play Flamecraft.
We did.
We revisited Flamecraft.
Son of a gun, you played that without me?
We did.
We did.
Unfortunately. But it was Dave's first time playing it.
It was.
Oh, okay. What do you
think? He really, really enjoyed it until the last turn.
So he lost.
So,
by a point.
Oh.
I would actually say that I was more annoyed than Dave was.
This is very true.
Turn 1, I effectively ran away with the game, which has never happened to me. I don't know how I managed to pull off that first turn, but I just shot up.
Yeah.
Dave was nipping at my heels, sort of from about turn 3, I would say, but he never got in front of me. You had an awful couple of first turns because you were so far behind the whole game, and then he pipped us both on the last turn.
So it wasn't that, Jazz. I mean, that's a very simplistic way of explaining it, but it was this beautiful moment in that last turn, right before the end game scoring, and the immortal words of Dave rung true between the two of them, going, it's really nice to see Jason not winning a game.
Yeah,
because I was really far behind.
And the look that I gave him as he uttered those words was...
You're like, just
And it
you
was
wait.
like, game ended right after that, and it was like final scoring. It was like,
Of course.
they got all the way up there, and they were about half the board away from me, and they were like,
And that's when
come
Jason was
on
like,
then, what have you got there? I was like, right, well, I got end game scoring on that, 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 and end game scoring on that. And it was like you said, 1 point.
1 point.
One point.
wow.
You beat him by 1 point. And I was kicking myself because I'd forgotten to score one of my son objectives at the right point. So it was like, because they're instant trigger.
Of course,
you have to trigger them at the right point. And I was looking at, I've achieved that, and it's worth 5 points.
But yeah, it was really, really fun. Like, other than that sweet
So would you have won it
justification.
if you scored that?
But yeah, I think I would have by 1
I
or 2
can't-
points.
Yeah, I can't remember if it would have.
Yeah, because I effectively came last
Yeah.
after he shot past us because Dave pipped me at the end, and I think I'd worked it out as I would have been 1 point ahead of
Yeah,
you.
there
So
was also-
we'd have all finished within a point of each other.
Yeah, there was also a situation where if I had played a certain thing in my last turn, that would have won you the game.
Yes.
But I didn't do that because you guys made the mistake of going, oh, Jason does this one thing. I'm like, I think I know what it's going to be, wants me to do, because he keeps looking at a specific shop.
Mm.
And that shop does look pretty tasty, but I'm going to go to this one instead.
Yeah.
And that was possibly one of the best things, because that move was a risk it for a chocolate biscuit moment, because it was enabling me to draw more of the specialist dragons, and one of those dragons gave me more endgame scoring.
Yeah. I only needed you to go to that shop because I'd forgotten to score that card earlier. If I just scored that card, I would have.
Would have done it.
Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered what you did. I would have ended up a point ahead of you.
So yeah, it was really good to revisit Flamecraft.
Yeah.
Just reinvigorated my love for that game.
I was literally, as we were setting up for this episode, like I went and looked at the 2025 stats on the app, and then I went to 2024, and it's like, been almost a year since we played Earth.
Yes.
Didn't play Scythe at all last year, according to
we
my
didn't.
app, and it's just sort of like so many of these games are like Earth is the big one because we've mentioned it a couple of times.
Yeah.
It's like it's been nearly a year.
There's still
since
not
we
like to
played
go
it.
back to as well.
Yeah. Isn't there a new expansion?
That'll
for
be
that?
coming this year, yes.
This cocktails, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the big all singing, all dancing.
Oh, you got the
casket.
barrel, didn't you?
I got the
Yes,
barrel.
Nice.
I got the
Oh,
barrel.
have you pre-ordered it? I know this is a slightly changing tracks, but I was very excited when you put in our group chat about the Rock Hard expansion that's coming.
Yeah.
Yes. Rock Hard expansion.
How could they not? Or there was going to be a
Oh, yeah.
dual version or something.
Exactly,
Rock Hard's just too good a game not to have
I don't
anything
know
else to
anything
it.
about it yet, but I'm interested to see what it's going to bring to the table.
Yeah.
But I do indeed love that game, and that's a great segue, James, because obviously
Unintentional segue.
Rock Hard was indeed a 2024 game, and we talked about it this time last year when we were talking about our best of 2024 games. And we're going to talk a bit more about 2025 in reflection now. Rock Hard was one of the games that we played in 2025 for the
Very
first
early,
time.
wasn't it? Yeah.
And it was a particular highlight. It was one of the games that I really enjoyed this year.
Yeah.
But we're going to do an actual top 5 of 2025 next week or next time we do a podcast. But other than that, do you have any particular highlights from the year, Anthony?
Yeah, I mean, I had a couple of ones that stood out for me because they will probably be games that I would never even consider to play until you brought them to the table. So one of my surprise hits of the year is Pagola.
Yep.
It is one that I have no interest in it whatsoever. Gardening, like, who cares?
Yeah.
But it was a game I believe you were looking forward to, and it was at Expo. You knew all about it and stuff, and you got it to the table, and I was just like, I'm not sure if I'm ready for this. But Meeple Minded rule, we always give something at least one try.
Yep.
And good God, what a game. Honestly, it was so close to being in my top 5 of the year.
Wow.
I loved it. I ended up getting it for my birthday in the end as well.
Oh, excellent.
And I just, components, gameplay, every part of it. And again, such a surprise because it is nothing I would ever consider owning in my collection. We done an episode a few months back about themes and stuff like that. I have no recollection of owning anything like this.
No.
And I'm glad I put my money where my mouth was when we played it, because I was very, very surprised by it.
Yeah.
So that's a sleeper hit for me.
I would have to agree 100% with Ant, because he's just said the game that I was going to say.
Oh, sorry, dude.
But no, it's fine to echo it, because I remember you getting that at Expo and standing behind you, sort of going,
"What the hell?
What's he on?"
Yeah.
Because this is not your kind of really gardening.
Yeah.
But I have learned to trust his instincts when
This
it
is
comes
it.
to games. So I was like, okay, I'll give it its fair shake.
Yeah, there had to be a reason why
Yeah,
you picked it.
Because
And that's why I was
other than that,
intrigued.
I was looking at it just going, this is your kind of game.
No.
Why are you so
Why are us
excited about
manly
this?
men getting gardening games?
And then I played it and went, that's why.
Yeah, absolutely. My reaction exactly.
Very nice. Yeah, I would completely agree. It's not a game that would usually, scream at me, but it was one of those things that I was watching or reading a couple of sort of descriptions about it in the build-up, and I was like, do you know what? Mechanism-wise, it sounds interesting, and obviously my partner is really into her gardening.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I know the theme will work. Worst case scenario, this is a game that we can play together. And yeah, once we were there and I got the copy, it was like, no, this is something special. The production was fantastic, and the gameplay was absolutely phenomenal. And yeah, it's another game like Wingspan where it's just sort of like, I know it's gardening, I know you're not interested, but seriously, give this game a play. And much like Wingspan, once you've played it, it's like, yeah, actually, that's a really good game.
Yeah, it's a comfort game.
I don't care about birds, I don't care about gardening, but my God, this game is good.
See, I would even argue that Wingspan, you can almost ignore the theme. You can just put it to one side and it's just an engine building game. Whereas with Pagola, the theme still absolutely shines through it all.
Yeah.
There's at no point can you put it away and go, I'm not playing a gardening game. I'm just playing a card game, effectively. It's like, but I like that about it, because it's like, not only is this mechanics good, it also looks brilliant when it's all the pieces are coming together, and it's a gardening game.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what it says on the tin.
Yeah. So, I mean, the main standout game for me, though, for the year, actually, is Nemesis Retaliation.
Nice.
Because I had lots of reservations with regards to it, because it looked, when the campaign was live, it looked very different to the original 2.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure how I felt about it. I actually wasn't sure how I felt about the map that you would, it would expand. I wasn't sure about the, because it was described as waves of aliens coming out, a bit more like Project Elite. And I was like, well, I don't need Project Elite because, we have Project Elite.
Yeah.
But I'm, happy to say it wasn't that at all. It was a nice surprise. The production was absolutely out of this world. Like, I thought the other Nemesis games were good, but this one really, the miniatures were absolutely top notch. And just everything about the game was a standout to me. I know I've only played it once. It's very hard to say that it's the best game of the year or whatever. So it will not appear in my top 5 games of 2025 because I've only played it once. But I get the feeling if I played it a couple more times, 100% it'll be in there. It would definitely be in there. So yeah, that was a standout game for me. But with the good comes the bad.
Yeah.
And I know I've had a couple of games which weren't up to the standard I thought they would be, so I misjudged them. What was the game that sort of you thought you might like, but maybe didn't like as much?
Are you ready for this, folks? We're going to lose followers on this one.
Oh dear.
So my downer for the year was Fate of the Fellowship.
I had a feeling you might bring up this one.
Yes.
What was it you didn't like about it?
So at first, I'm not a big Pandemic fan. No. I liked it when I first started playing board games, but now I've played it too much and I've gone through legacy versions of it. But I thought at the time It's Lord of the Rings with the pandemic hint to it. Let's give it a go because I love Lord of the Rings. I'm not a big fan of Pandemic anymore, but hey, let's give it a try because we've done an interview with Matt Leacock last year.
Yep.
And I just loved the board itself, the pieces and everything, because it wasn't a deluxe edition, it was just a retail version. The dice tower that comes with it, the little Nazgul.
The Nazgul miniatures.
And that. I was like, I need to get this game and I need to play it. And I played it and I just couldn't click with it. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it was the style or the constant. You know, I know it's a pandemic game, so it is constant hardness, and you know it is going to kick you up the butt every so often. But I just feel like it was, I don't know, I just couldn't click with it. There's something about it that I was just like, I really wanted to love this game, and I just don't think it will ever come to the table with me, my group, or other people that I might try and get into it. Again, that's just my opinion. I know it's a very big popular game this year, but for me, just no, I couldn't.
What about you, James?
So I was just flicking through the list, actually trying to find one because I haven't actually played Fate of the Fellowship.
You haven't?
I haven't.
No.
So I wouldn't say there were any ones that were a disappointment, but there was one on the list that just jumped out at me, and I was like, oh yeah, we played that once, and it's Dabblewaller.
Oh,
interesting.
Really?
Played it and just went,
wow, okay.
So that surprised me because obviously being a polyomino game, which you usually like.
I don't know if it's the theme or whatever it is, but I as you said, I usually love a good polyomino game, but we've played it that once, and at no point have I ever looked at that shelf and gone, oh, I really want to play Dabblewaller again. It's just, we played it once and I'm like, snooze.
Just didn't click.
Move on.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Which doesn't, to be honest, I've mostly enjoyed the games that you've put forward to review. That's probably the first one where I've literally just gone, no, pass.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I was in the same camp of I'd want to pass on it, but I'm also in the camp of I see it on the shelf. It's avoided being sold, but it's never on my list of games to take and play.
I haven't, unlike Ant, who's obviously a big Lord of the Rings fan, so he's actually got one that he's disappointed in. I wouldn't say flicking through that list there's any that I've sort of, I've been really raring to try this and it's just not hit home. That's the closest I've got to offer because we played it and I've just gone, nah.
Yeah, that's fair. So there's been, like I said, there's been a couple that didn't quite click as much as I thought they would. Fate of the Fellowship is close to that list for me as well. Like, I really love the production of it.
But yeah,
it's
100%,
great.
absolutely.
But yeah, the gameplay just the first few times of playing it, I was like, yeah, do you know what? This is all right, but I'm not that bothered about owning it. So when you said you'd sort of passed it on, and I was like, I'm not actually that upset about it.
No, same.
I was kind of hoping for the same sort of levels as the Star Wars.
The Clone Wars one.
Yeah, the Battle of Hoth game. I was hoping for something of that sort of magnitude. Of I love that game. I really do like that game. But the one that I'm going to say, and it really pains me to admit it because it only arrived late in 2025, and I've been so excited for it. And it's actually Compile Main 2.
Oh! Wow!
That was the biggest disappointment for me in the entire...
I had a feeling.
Whoa!
I had a feeling that Jason's was going to be that.
I didn't think it'd be... Wow!
I actually had one that was almost... It managed to save itself.
Compile Main 2, like, gameplay-wise, it's compiled again. That's fine. I can deal with that.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, it's evident it's not produced and made by Greater Than Games anymore.
Right.
The production quality is frankly awful. It is terrible. The box, there's glue marks everywhere.
Oh, wow.
It barely, I mean, I can see down, you know, because they have that sort of nice box that they're in.
Sure.
Yeah, it's multi-levels, and it's like, I can clearly see between the two levels, and there's like dollops of what can only be described as hot glue. barely holding on, and
Wow.
the lid doesn't stay on the box properly. The game mat that I got with it, it's neoprene. I love me a neoprene mat. It doesn't feel all that good a
Poor
quality,
quality.
to be honest. The image seems a bit poor. But other than that, like, the actual game is fine. The card art, I don't think it's as good as the original, but it blends nicely.
What about the game itself?
It's all right.
It's all right.
It's all right.
I mean, I can see the first one on the table over there.
Yes.
And I've always been struck by it every time you've got it out. But the couple of times you've brought it down to the club, I've just not been in the mood to play a game. I've never actually played the first one.
So yeah, I mean, the compile is, I think when we did a top 5 list of 2-player games,
It was like your favourite.
I think
top-
it was.
your
I
number
think
one,
it's
wasn't
my
it?
number 1. It really is, and compile 2 does add to that. I don't want to say that the game is bad, because it's not. It's
production
just
value.
that production that's really, really angered me, because it is just sort of like, I get it. Great Land Games doesn't, they ceased trading or whatever, and the parent company took over the production, said they were going to carry on doing it. It's like, great, yeah. And they've taken this thing that's so hot, like, because everyone was talking about compile.
Yeah.
And then they've just gone, let's save as much money as we can, because we can jack the price and profit margins,
Because people want the second edition.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's hard, because people like me are out there going, compile's amazing, buy compile. Finally, compile is available. People are going to go and buy it, not knowing that quality is not great. They're going to look at it and go, well, that idiot on Meeple Minded said the production was amazing on compile.
Yeah.
But yeah, gameplay wise, absolutely fine. Blends in perfectly with the original. But yeah, that was a massive letdown for me.
Any other disappointments this year?
I almost had one, and it managed to save itself on the second play, and that was Unmatched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh,
I'm close.
that was going to be on the list. Ooh,
Wow.
Interesting.
Okay.
I was
Any chance we
really,
can kick him off the show?
I was really unenamored when we faced Shredder with that game, and it was facing Krang that saved it.
Oh, you did Krang.
We've beaten Krang.
Nice.
Yeah.
It was going against Krang that saved it. That was a much more enjoyable game. But yeah, my first impression of that game was not.
It's another brutally hard one, isn't it? So
I think it's too punishing.
yeah, like Fate of the Fellowship. It's just too punishing. And I don't mind punishment. I mean,
Yeah.
Cthulhu Death Does my favourite game. That's a punishment game.
I don't understand how they've managed to unbalance it so much, because like Shredder was ridiculously difficult,
That's
whereas
right,
Krang felt balanced.
Yeah.
And you would have thought he was
Like,
a more...
he wasn't a cakewalk,
No.
but he also wasn't impossible to beat.
Right.
But yeah, so almost made the list, and then that second playthrough saved it.
I'm going to throw in a couple,
Okay.
but I've only played them once, so they might be saved on the second play. One you and I were really looking forward to was Popcorn.
Okay, yeah.
Only because in my mind, when you talked about it, when it was coming out, I pictured like theme cinema, like theme hospital or theme park or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I had in my mind. And when the game was out, I was like, oh, this is what it is? I mean, production value is pretty good for what it is, but I just felt the game could have been just designed differently and focused on other things rather than reaching in bags and hopefully you'll get this meeple to go in this certain spot, whatever it was. The other one I really look forward to, again, I've only played it once, was T-Witches. So, again, I was very hyped up for it because, again, Flamecraft designer, artist, everything as well. But I only played it once. If I get to play it again, I might change my mind on it. So, just a couple of honorable mentions there.
I mean, T-Witches would be up there as the games that I had higher hopes for, but didn't quite achieve them. I wouldn't say I was outright disappointed with it.
No, but as I was saying, I've only played it once.
See, Popcorn, I disagree. I really enjoy Popcorn.
No.
Still on my shelf over back there, but it's each to their own at the end of the day, isn't it? So, other things have happened in 2025, Ant. We have been to a few events. Obviously, James, you joined us at Expo.
Yep.
You've come to a few game days with me as well.
Yeah, we did.
But,
Paradise.
we did Paradise at the start of the year. Yeah, and that's coming up in a few weeks as well, which is going to be fun. I look forward to doing that. But event-wise, or gaming highlights of the year, I could come in and sort of say that this year's been really good for me because we've sort of stepped up a little bit and got our name out there a bit more with the likes of Asmodee. We've been to a few of their events now. Following the invites to that, we did the Asmodee Christmas party.
That's right, yeah.
About a month or so ago at this point.
Yeah, just over a month.
And that was great. Spending time with all the different creators and, really letting your hair down at the end of the year, celebrating what was a great year for their games. I know that since then you've managed to procure the Hobbit game that you really wanted to play at the.
Finally, yes. And I played it as well. It's so good.
I'm jealous now. So we do need to get that to the table. So that for me is probably my biggest highlight of the year is once again just stepping up that little bit more. I know we didn't do Essen this year, which is probably my biggest downer of the year. I know I wasn't bothered about it at the time, but the second it started, I was like, this isn't right. I should be there, and then it really got to me that I wasn't there. So, there's a couple of good and bad highlights for me. What about you?
I'm not going to go with events this year. I'm probably going to go with Kickstarter deliveries.
Right, okay, nice.
Because a fair few came in 2025, in honesty. Some I've still not even played yet.
Nice.
So, but we started the year with something like Critter Kitchen and the expansion of A Planet Unknown, which we still haven't played yet.
We still haven't.
So, there's still loads there that, I backed so much stuff in 2024, 2023, and the fact that it was just coming, you had a few massive deliveries this year as well with stuff. Yeah. So just the excitement of all of them finally arriving this time was just, for me, a big, another box. Oh, what's this one now?
What is it this time?
Exactly. So I think that's going to be the highlight for me. As much as I loved, probably another highlight was doing the event nights, for the press event night for Expo.
Yep.
When we actually got to meet other creators, talk to them and stuff like that as well. Yep. So I felt, and we were just, it was just us and just press. It wasn't other people barging in or anything. It was actually nice to actually talk to people and actually play stuff before the event actually happened.
Yeah.
My camera work as well as James's as well all the time. You losing your voice through so many interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
I think that was quite a good experience because for me, doing this channel, it was the first timer for me to do that experience. Yeah. So I think that would be another highlight for me as well.
Yeah, and that's definitely a good one to say because while we've done stuff at Expo for the past few years now, this year we really stepped it up.
Yeah, we stepped up. I was going to say, you and I did the press evening last year, which was my first time doing it. So
you actually got to go to Asmodee meeting as well, didn't you? Just the two of you, and you got to play Battle of Hoth before everyone else did.
Yeah. Expo wise, we really put in the effort. We did a lot of interviews. Lessons were learned. Like I said, pushed myself probably a bit too much to the point that my voice kept breaking and going. And luckily, I didn't lose it completely. But next year or this year, there won't be anywhere near as much as that. No. I won't be staying up till 4 a.m. editing videos to try and get them out while we're there. We'll probably still do the vlog stuff because I really enjoy doing that. I enjoy doing that. Camera work hopefully should be a bit better this year because we've got a massive camera rig now, which works nicely as my main recording rig here, but it's also a portable rig, which is, well, I say portable, it's pretty big.
So have you got the harness for it to attach to James all weekend?
Oh no, he's going to have to get used to being a steady hand if he doesn't want to be on camera. You know?
I don't mind being on camera.
Only so he doesn't have to do that now. But
I'm not carrying that around all day.
What about you, James? Any highlights?
So not much in the way of events, but so the big one for me would be Expo in general. Again, this is always a big highlight of the year. Definitely looking forward to this year's one. as it
20th
is
anniversary.
20th anniversary.
We're all booked in for our hotels.
We are.
We need to figure out how we're going to get there. But, the hotels this year are stupidly expensive. But yeah, I guess the words stupidly expensive lead me on to, let's say, a negative of 2025 for everyone around the world.
Yes.
Now, we didn't really talk about it much at the time. It's died off a little bit now, and I only say a little bit because it's still going on. Tariffs was a big thing this year.
Yes.
So for our brothers over in America, games over there have gone absolutely crazy in price.
Companies have gone bust.
Companies have gone bust. We've lost companies left, right, and centre. We were wrong. Call me or not, have managed to see out the year and are still going somehow. I don't know how. But yeah, it's a tough year. It was a very, very, very tough year for businesses and games in the States, especially. But what do you think about it? Do you think we've seen the last of all of this rubbish? No. Yeah, that's a concerning thought.
I mean, we're all, like, as we alluded to at the beginning of the episode, we're all waiting to see what happens with this next one because, if it all kicks off, then
who knows?
Tariffs are going to be the least of anyone's problem.
So fingers crossed we don't have to deal with that.
No, just somebody put a muzzle on him.
You're going to get us cancelled. Shut up!
The Meeple Minded would like to clarify that the phrase, put a muzzle on him, was said entirely in jest and should be understood as a colloquial, metaphorical expression, rather than a literal statement or instruction. No politicians, public figures, or world leaders were harmed, restrained, silenced, fitted with dog-related safety equipment, or otherwise interfered with. During the recording of this podcast, we remain a board game show, not a manifesto, movement, or legal headache in waiting. Please do not cancel us. We are delicate, and we just talk about cardboard.
So do you have any wants, desires, or predictions for the year, Ant?
For 26?
26, yeah.
Wants as in games, or?
Wants as in games?
I always want games, Jason!
Is there anything in particular you would want a publisher to maybe announce or anything like that?
Yes, Simon. Get on it with the rest of my pledges for crying out loud.
So your want for 2026 is to receive the stuff that you've actually paid money for. Yes,
because it's been nearly 3 years now. This is ridiculous.
That's fair.
So I want my Clash of Eternia expansions. I've been waiting ages for it. It's been nearly 3 years. It'll be 3 years this year.
We need to play that game again.
Exactly.
I miss playing that. What about you, James? Is there anything that you would like to see in 2026?
Stability.
Okay.
It's not going to happen, but it's
not
what
gonna
I'd
happen.
like.
Yeah, stability would be good.
Just for a general calming down of things and getting back to a sense of normality.
Yeah.
What about you, Jason?
We thought we were back at normality a few years back, didn't we, when we came out of COVID?
Yeah.
And then this.
No.
I just once, one day this year, I would like to open up my phone and not go, oh.
What now?
Yeah.
Wants for me this year is, wants is the desire to receive my Dynogenics pledge, because I get all the upgraded stuff of that. But I'd quite like to see a continuation of reprints, because 2025 was the year of reprints in my eyes.
Top 5 reprints you do.
Yeah, I do. Indeed. We had The Bloody Inn was re-released.
Yes,
it was reprinted,
and
I absolutely love The Bloody Inn. I was finally able to get a copy of it. What's the other one? You've had the Reiner Knizia reprints that have been coming out recently. There's been so much. And I'd like to see a continuation of that. But I'd also like to see some innovation. Because I feel that innovation has been a bit stagnant for the last couple of years at least now. I'd also like to see potential stance from some game companies maybe going more down the smaller games route, because I don't, we talked about tariffs. I don't see those going away anytime soon.
Nope.
which means I think games companies need to be focusing. And I'll say it's a prediction. I think game companies are going to focus more on the smaller stuff that's not going to cost as much, which will help with the people being able to afford this stuff, because the cost of living is not great right now. We can only speak for the UK, obviously, but with what's going on in the States, I can imagine it's just as bad over there. So stability, that's a good one, James. I would agree with that one. I agree with Ant getting the stuff he's paid money for.
I mean, yes, we'd all like Ant to receive the stuff he's actually paid for.
Well, this is what happens when you back Simon games. But
who knew 3 years ago they were going to go bust? I got a question for you then.
Okay.
And I don't know if you was going to mention it.
Go on.
But was there a game in 2025 you wish you played in 2025?
Oh.
I can go first.
Go on then. Give me a chance to think.
I didn't want to own it, but I wanted to play it, and I wanted to play Luthia.
Yes. Yeah.
It looks like a gorgeous game. The theme, unfortunately, I don't think my friends or other board game groups that I play with, apart from us, would probably play it as much. So I just wanted to play it, or if anyone's got a copy of it, send it to us so we can play it. It just looks great. It looks like a lot of fun, and I wish I could play it.
Bug me now because I can't remember the name of the game. The one I almost bought at Expo, the station building one.
Oh, Shackleton.
Shackleton Base.
Shackleton Base, yeah. Sort of talked myself out of buying it at Expo, but it's one I would have liked to have played just to see. And every once in a while, I think about it, like, oh, should I have bought it?
Yes, you should have done that. What did you learn?
I must buy the game.
I must buy the game. He's learning, and
he's learning.
I know, actually. I regretted it up until the moment we got on that packed as hell train to come back and went, I'm really glad I'm not lugging a big heavy box around with me now.
Yeah, that's fair. Any games I'm upset I didn't play? I don't think there is. But that might be because I don't know of the game that I haven't played. And that leads me on nicely to sort of, this will work for me and James because I know we're really good with logging our plays. But would you have a rough idea of how many games you've played this year?
I'd say a fair amount, maybe 100.
Okay.
I don't get to play them as much as you guys do.
No, you don't. No.
So I just buy them all and they just sit there. But I like to think somewhere around the 100 mark or just under 100.
Nice. Like play
different games.
Different games. What about you, James? Because I know you were eyeing up your stats before we.
I was, but are we talking number of plays, even if they're repeats, or number of
up to you
individual games?
How many plays did you?
I've logged 87 plays of 55 different games.
Yeah, that's not bad. Not bad. Yeah, you don't get to play anywhere near as many games as I do, especially.
Through like various different things. Like I've missed quite a few of the three of ours, the game nights.
Yeah, there was a period this year where you were sort of gone for a few months.
Or getting over it, like if it's like when I was carless and it was like I couldn't get over here, or it was difficult to get over here because it was bucketing it down with rain or something. That's obviously now not a problem again. I've missed out on play opportunities because looking at the locations, it's like far and away compared to last year, like the number of plays here at the studio have dropped compared to last year, but stayed roughly the same to the gaming club. So it's like I can see where my losses are. Yeah,
I'm desperately trying to get to my my stats. Oh, okay, so that was pretty good for me last year. I managed to play 178 games.
Yep,
nice.
And I played 373 times. So I actually managed to achieve my goal of
which is pretty
one game per day. Granted, I didn't play a game every day.
No, but you spread it out enough to get it.
I played
You've
over
averaged a game a day.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I was talking to you before we went on air, wasn't there? This is make Ant laugh. It's like, well, hang on. I've played 87. I've logged 87 plays. I only play games with you, but I've only played 85 games with him.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was like, where did those two? At some point, we played Flip 7. He must have gone to get food
it must have been
Expo or
Expo,
something.
yeah.
Because I was like, every game I've played should include Jason because he's the only person
We
I've
might
played.
have been interviewing or something.
Yeah, it was like you must have stepped away, and we played 2 games of Flip 7, and you weren't there, or you went back to the hotel room for something.
Entirely possible. Yeah, because obviously it took me quite a long time to get back to the hotel room compared to you guys. But yeah, that's a decent amount of plays. I think, especially for me this year, I really pushed how much I wanted to play games this year. I played. And that's not including any plays on Board Game Arena. So I must have played probably at least another 100 games on there this year alone. So yeah, there's been a decent amount of games, decent amount of enjoyment. Is there anything else about 2025 that we should be talking about?
Obviously, I can't include James on this question, but what's been your favourite purchase this year?
Ooh. Well, I mean, the most enjoyable purchase was probably the new computer after my one died.
Which goes to Board Game Podcasts, right?
Yeah. Yeah, which I obviously require for this.
Yeah.
But yeah, all joking aside, that's a tough one. That is a tough one.
I'm going to put out my most enjoyable, and it's ridiculous, but it's just to have a big box for Lost Ruins of Arnak.
Oh, yeah.
Because now I can organise it. I can put it all into one frigging box. So that's probably one of my favourite purchases of the year.
I mean, one of my favourites is definitely Formaggio.
Nice.
I'm really glad I got that.
Yeah.
I mean, I could give you a sarcastic answer to that. I know exactly what my favourite purchase
I
of
know
this
what it
year is.
Go.
It's sitting outside by Jason's
Oh, the car,
garage.
yeah.
So, yes, there is one, and I'm amazed I forgot about it. It might well appear in my top 5 games of
Don't say it then.
2025,
Don't say
but I will. It might not.
Okay.
Haven't decided yet. Hot Streak.
Ah, yeah, nice.
Hot Streak.
Yeah.
I was so happy to get hold of that
good
copy.
shout, because you got it before it came out here, didn't
you? Yeah, and that game alone has accounted for so many of my plays. Fantastic game. Absolutely fantastic game. I mean, spoiler, it's in the top 5. High.
Oh,
High.
not in mine.
High in the top 5.
But I want to go back to a question you asked, which was what game in 2024 did you play in 2025? I forgot to mention it. Middle Ages.
Yes.
Yes. I really liked that, and we played it at Expo, and Simon taught it to us, didn't he? Because he played it, I think, the year before, didn't he, or something, you said.
Like that,
So that would be definitely a hit from last year, which was out the previous year.
Nice. Very nice. Well, yeah, I think we can end it there. It's been a nice, easy one to get us back in the swing of things. But next week, I'm already saying next week. We're not doing it next week. It's every couple of weeks.
We'll record next week.
Exactly. We'll record at some point, and then you'll see an episode where we talk about the top 5 games of 2025.
Will Jason's number 1 be Hot Streak?
Will it be?
Will it?
More than likely. 2, 3, something like that. But yeah, thank you very much for coming in. It's great to see you again.
Great to be back.
It's really weird to be sat in front of this camera again, but it's enjoyable because these past few weeks have been really interesting.
Yes. I mean, it wasn't enjoyable when you were setting it up, was it, Jason?
It was not.
You were shouting at that camera.
I was shouting at that camera and that computer and this room and clearing it up.
He was shouting at his favourite purchases of the year.
What better way?
That wasn't board games.
But so other than that, there's a few extra bits going on around the scenes. I've started another YouTube channel because I'm a glutton for punishment. So if you like model trains,
so expect our episodes to be out even later.
Exactly. Go over there. And are you still doing the old MTVB?
It will be coming back with a blast this year. I had some personal issues last year, so it should be coming back with full force this year.
Nice. James, are you starting a YouTube channel on your own?
No.
Excellent.
A YouTube channel just about his car.
You are, James, because to supplement your Instagram of
my Instagram,
your Trilogy James, you need to do the Trilogy James YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Might need some trilogy. I did like how Ant referred to the fromage games as the like,
Cheeseology.
Yeah, I was like, oh great, so that's 3 I've got to purchase when the third one comes out.
So yeah, if you can't get enough of us here at the Meeple Minded, obviously watch some more, listen to some more Meeple Minded, or you can join me over on my other YouTube channel, or you can join Ant-Man over on the MTVB, or you can go and join James
Trilogy James.
on Trilogy James, and we're not going to stop until he does it.
No.
But yeah, thank you very much, guys, and thank you for watching, listening, and all of that jazz.
How was 2025 for you? What was your favourite game? What was your favourite disappointment? What was your favourite purchase? And do you think James should be known as Trilogy James? Leave a comment below and let us know. Obviously, like, share, and subscribe. It goes a long, long way for Jason and us.
Yeah, why just me?
It's your show, dude.
Fair play. Fair play. The face that runs the place. You poor, poor people.
The face that swears at his favourite purchases.
I do. I've been Jason.
I've been James.
I've been Ed.
And you have been watching or listening to the Meeple Minded. Join us next time for more tabletop gaming goodness. Ta-ta and goodbye. What do I say at the start?
Hello and welcome to
the Meeple Minded Podcast, the podcast where we talk tabletop gaming.
Because I actually just remembered, so I can
No.
That's wrong.
What is up, guys?
That's
and
it.
welcome to the Meeple Minded Podcast, the podcast where we talk all things tabletop gaming. I'm Jason.
And I'm Ant.
I identify as James. What's up, guys, and welcome to the You're probably wondering why am I talking like
You're probably wondering how.
This is good outtakes. This is good stuff. This is good footage.
Oh, dear.
Oh, yeah.
Cut.